Close your eyes. Now strip away every map, every date, and every boundary you were taught in history class. Forget the fall of empires. Forget the Dark Ages, that thousand-year void of ash and ignorance that followed the collapse of the West. What if the greatest tragedy in human history simply never happened? What if the torch of Rome didn't flicker out in the freezing winds of 476 AD, but instead ignited into a supernova of progress? We live in a world defined by Rome's failure. Our modern laws, our broken languages, our very ruins, they are nothing but scars left by its absence. But tonight, that absence is an impossibility. Imagine a 2026 where the Eagle of Rome doesn't sit in a museum, but casts a shadow over the entire planet. A world where the Caesar isn't a statue, but a living god ruling from a palace of glass, titanium, and gold that literally touches the clouds. I am your chronicler, and this is the Fate Flip history. Today, we are stopping the clock, shattering the timeline, and witnessing the birth of the Eternal Empire. Prepare yourselves. You are about to enter the Orbis Terrarum.
History tells us Rome was a dying giant, bloated, corrupt, and exhausted. But in our archive, the Fate Flip hinges on one man, one moment, and one blade that never found its mark: Emperor Majorian. In your timeline, he was betrayed and butchered in 461 AD. In ours, he uncovers the conspiracy before the first shadow moves. Majorian purges the corrupt Senate with a grip of cold iron. He doesn't just hold the borders, he expands them. He secures the silver mines of Hispania and reconquers the golden wheat fields of North Africa. The dominoes of collapse are stopped dead by a wall of unbreakable Roman shields. Now, watch the butterfly effect ripple through 2,000 years of steel. Without the Dark Ages, humanity doesn't lose a millennium of science. While your ancestors were fighting over mud huts, our Roman scientists were refining the steam engine. By the 10th century, Roman legions aren't marching, they are being transported by steam-powered ironclads navigating the Atlantic. By the 14th century, the geniuses in the great library of Alexandria haven't just preserved the past. On the orders of the Caesar, they've mastered the lightning itself, electricity.
Pattern interrupt. Stop. Did you know the Romans already had the recipe for concrete that grew stronger under seawater? In our 2026, the Eternal City isn't a pile of broken stones for tourists. It is a mega metropolis where marble-clad skyscrapers have stood unyielding for 500 years. We didn't invent the future. Rome simply perfected it. Fast forward to the present, June 2026. Welcome to the era of Marmor-Tech. There is no Silicon Valley here. There are no mass-produced plastic cars or soul-crushing neon signs that burn your retinas. The Roman aesthetic is absolute, and it is breathtaking. The streets of Londinium, Lutetia, and Constantinople are paved in flawless, polished white stone. The skyline is a masterpiece of neoclassical fusion, soaring titanium arches intertwined with ancient marble columns. Giant, gilded towers hum with a low, vibrating energy
transmitting the Orbis-Net. Latin is not a dead language here. It is the global heartbeat. From the shimmering deserts of Mesopotamia to the skyscraper forests of Nova Roma, every human soul speaks the tongue of the Caesar. You don't carry a flimsy smartphone. You carry a tabula, a masterpiece of ivory, bronze, and glowing blue circuitry that links you directly to the imperial mine. Travel is no longer a chore. It is a ritual of supreme elegance. Huge steam-electric air galleys with sails of deep crimson silk glide between cities on silent magnetic rails. It is a world of absolute beauty, absolute wealth, and absolute order. But listen closely, because every golden coin has a side you aren't supposed to see. Walk past the marble. Look beneath the gold. In the eternal Rome, the social hierarchy is frozen in stone. Because the empire never fell, there was no enlightenment, no French Revolution, no rights of man. The very concept of democracy is treated as a failed Greek joke, a relic of a chaotic past. In this 2026, you are either a civis, a citizen of the empire, or you are a service. Slavery was never abolished, it was optimized. High-tech service units wear silver collars embedded with GPS and neural links, silently operating the automated factories that fuel the elite's luxury. There is no internet for your rebellion. Information is curated by the imperial academies and transmitted via the Celeste Graph, a terrifyingly efficient system of coded light and mirrors. And the arena? It never left. It just evolved. In 2026, the games are a multi-trillion sestertius industry. Cybernetically enhanced gladiators with hydraulic limbs fight holographic nightmares for the entertainment of a bored, aristocratic public. It is a world that achieved global peace, but at the cost of the human soul. It is stable, it is safe, but make no mistake, it is the most beautiful prison ever built. The coin is spinning in the air, reflecting the cold, unwavering light of an empire that refused to die. We have seen a 2026 of profound majesty, a world without the world wars, without the Holocaust, and without the nuclear shadow hanging over our heads. But we have also seen a world where the hand of the past never let go of the throat of the future.
As your chronicler, I must ask you the question that will haunt your sleep tonight. Would you trade our messy, loud, and democratic chaos for the calm marble certainty of the eternal Rome? Is the Pax Romana a dream to come true, or is freedom worth the tragedy of our history? Go to the comments right now, defend our chaotic century, or plead for the return of the Caesar. This is where history is finalized. If you felt the weight of the eagle's wings today, hit the like button. Subscribe to the Fate Flip History to ensure you are here when the next vault door creaks open. Our library is infinite, our curiosity is aflame, and the next coin is already in the air. I am your chronicler until the next flip.